Take me out to California. Take me out to California.
Hi everyone, I've just sat with a friend of mine who has been through a whole load of tough stuff in her life. The list is way too long, with deaths and ill health and terrible relationships and all kinds of stuff, like really tough stuff. And one of the takeaways from our conversation was massively that you cannot live your life for anybody else. You cannot base your decisions on what other people think of you. You see, everybody around you, even those that love you and care about you, they need you to behave in a certain way that works for their idea of who you are and what they need you to be in their lives. It's not a conscious thing, but they need you to play your role, whatever that is, that works in their particular idea of who you are. That is their version of you. It's not who you are. It's not who you have to be. It's not, you don't have to play that role. It's just what they've come to expect of who you are and where you fit into their life, into their world. But it's really important that you recognize that that is none of your business. It's none of your business. And so many people walk around asleep, walk around not aware that they can make choices for themselves. And when I speak to a friend that I've spoken to and we look at the ridiculousness sometimes of the things that have sprung up in our lives that on paper would be so unfair, when we look at that and we just go, do you know what? There's some weird freedom in that. Because it's meant that we have been able to go, do you know what? Life is ridiculous. Some shitty things are going to happen to you. And you just have to find the good in it. You have to make choices for you, not based on anybody else. Because when you do that, when you get sucked into that, you get to 70, 80 years old and you look back and you will go, I made decisions for everybody else and that was ridiculous. I made it because I didn't want to rock the boat. I didn't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable. I didn't want to upset that person. So I just stayed in that relationship and I stayed at that job because I didn't want to upset anybody. And even if it's not as conscious as that, but you just don't want to make a fuss, it's not good enough for you. It isn't good enough for you. I want more for you than that. I want you to live a life that really excites you. And even when the tough stuff comes up, that's coming regardless. At least you can go, you know what? I'm doing it the way that I want to do it. And what will happen is when you do that, my phone's buzzing at me, someone wants me. When you do that, when you start living like that, you'll get some kickback. You'll realize that some people don't like that. You'll maybe lose some friends, but you'll gain some new ones. And you'll probably offend some people and upset some people. And it's not intentional. I'm not saying go out and do that deliberately. But these things happen when you're living your true life, the life that you want to live. You can't live your life based around other people's opinions of you, because their opinions don't matter. So I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to do a few of these short videos, but I'm going to challenge you today to look at your life and go, am I where I want to be at? If I'm not, it's not a bad thing. I'm going to chill out. I'm not going to be harsh on myself. These are the decisions that I've made up to this point. Right now, where am I? Where are you today in your life? And where would you like to be? What would you think, that's how I want to live. I want to feel like this. Even if you don't know the specifics, the goals that you want to, maybe you don't know exactly what job you want to be doing, or if you want a job, or where you don't know exact. But think about how you want to feel. How do you want to feel? What do you want to, when you wake up in the morning, how do you want to feel? I mean, for a lot of us, I think it's a calmness, a stillness. I certainly know that's how I want to feel every day. Think about that for a moment and then just decide to take some steps. How can you take the pressure off yourself? How can you distance yourself from people that are no longer serving you? Because every now and then, even people that we care about, we recognize that being around that person isn't good for me. And you need to be real about that in that moment, because things change, life changes, people change, you've changed, and nothing stays the same forever. So what suited you a year ago might not suit you right now, but you will only know that if you have a proper, real look at where you're at right now. So do that today and then make some decisions about your life. Don't be fearful about it. This is your life right now, whether it's how you thought it was going to be or not. This is your life. And I want you to feel good about it. So I want you to be brave today and just go, okay, I'm gonna start living for me, because nobody else is gonna do this for me. This is my life right now, and if I worry about other people's blooming opinions, I'm not gonna get anywhere. Because you know what, the thing is, those people that you're concerned might have an opinion on what you're doing or a judgment, they already do. And they will judge regardless, because that's what we do as human beings. We look at the people, we judge their decisions, we wonder whether it makes our decisions wrong, or that's just what we do. So why don't you live exactly how you want to live, and you will still get exactly the same amount of judgment as you have right now. But you'll be living the life that you decided to live. And that's a bit nicer. Do that today and let me know how you get on. If you don't subscribe to the channel, make sure that you click that to subscribe and the bell button to get notifications when I upload a video. I love hearing from you. Speak to you soon.
Take me out to California.